Ideas lie at the core of innovation. Innovation at the end of the day is kind of an idea implemented with success, taking something out of your mind and into the world. And we run lots of idea sessions. Often companies like the Magic Source get asked to help clients come up with solutions and with ideas. The reality is a lot of these ideas never see the day of light. Did I just say that? But the reality is a lot of these ideas never see the light of day, and that's for a whole bunch of reasons. Sometimes they're working on the wrong brief, sometimes they're working on the right brief, but the same kind of people always come up with the same kind of ideas. Sometimes you have a variety of ideas which maybe have some potential, but they're too weak to stand on their own, and therefore it's too easy for them just to kind of wither and die the moment they get sent out into the world. So in this video, I've got 5 really simple ideas for you, which you can ask around your brainstorms, around your creative sessions, to take each of these ideas and to make them a lot more robust. Each of these ideas start with in what ways could we, rather than what if. What if is a great question. It opens up imagination, it gets people to come up with new solutions. In what ways implies that there's more than one way. So make sure that people don't get stuck on the right way, because there often isn't one until you test it anyway. So here are the 5 in what ways could we questions to make your ideas a lot more robust. And after this, I'll tell you how you then run this. How do you facilitate this in a session? The first question is, in what ways could we make this more breakthrough? Now, breakthrough is not always what you need. Sometimes plain old is good enough, or maybe works even better. But let's assume that you're in a creative session, you want to come up with something that's a bit more novel, a bit more innovative. So in what ways could you make this more breakthrough? Could you add certain features? Could you take away something? Could you offer it at a price or like in a packaging that nobody expected before? What will be breakthrough? If you look around you, what everybody else is doing in that same category, in the same world, and come up with different ways to make your idea a lot more breakthrough. Question number 2, in what ways could we make customers or end users or consumers or whoever your audience is, how can we make them go, wow? How can we make them go, holy shit, that's amazing. I want to get my hands on that thing or that service or whatever it is that you're offering. What would make them go, wow? Oh, and speaking of great ideas, here's a word from our sponsor. Yeah, of course, this video is sponsored by nobody, really. So that's why I sponsor myself. But if you want to help me out over here, you can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Yuri. Coffee is fuel. Caffeine is fuel that I need throughout my day to create videos like these. If you want to help me out, go to buymeacoffee.com/Yuri. And I'll love you a long time. Question number 3, in what ways could we make this idea real? I've talked about this before, prototyping or prototyping. Prototyping is just a really early version of a prototype. I'll put this video up over here. But it's basically saying, how can we make this idea real? Can we build a quick prototype? Can we write it on the back of a napkin? Can we build something out of clay? Can we put something together with boxes and reenact the service? Whatever it is, but it's a quick way to come up with different ways to make your ideas real. Which leads into my number 4, which is, in what ways could we go test this idea? Testing, testing, testing. That is what it's all about. You can have the best idea in your mind. It looks great on paper. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if people don't like it. And the easiest way for you to find that out is to go test it. Once you have something on the back of a napkin, something that's a little bit tangible, how can you go test it? How do you find these people? You want to put a pricing on it, see whether people buy it. Do you want to build a quick website with a button that says buy here or pre-order, something like that? How can you go test this idea to find out where it's weak and where it's strong? Testing is ultimately the way to find out whether your idea's got legs or not. And number 5, in what ways could you reach the right audience? You've got an idea, you've got ways to make it real and test it, but who are you going to test it on? How do you find this audience? Is there another business around you that serves the same audience but maybe is not offering the same thing? Can you go talk to them and find out what, how they are talking, whether you can get access to those customers? Could you go out into the street and talk to people? Like, do they go to certain places and go to that place and find where they are? So what ways can you reach the right audience, so you can then go test and get some feedback and find out whether you got a future or not, whether your idea is going to see the light of day. So those are the questions. Here's how you could facilitate it. Imagine that you are indeed running some kind of idea session. You're coming up with ideas or solutions for something. You're with a group of people. I would break them up into small groups. Maybe each group take an idea that they are excited about and give them these 5 questions. You can put them up on slides or hand it over to them on a piece of paper and give them ample time. Give them like a good hour. Tell them to go grab a coffee or walk around or get out of that maybe stuffy meeting room or get off the Zoom call and just walk around a bit so they can engage in some deeper thinking. And again, the questions are in what ways. So it's important to let them know that there is no one specific answer you're looking for. You're just looking for a couple of ways to do this. And the goal is to make the ideas more robust. So you give them these questions to go off, even if they don't answer all of them, come back and you can share that back for each and every of the ideas that you've picked. My assumption is you probably will not pursue 25 different ideas, but you may have 3 that you want to go and test. And these questions are awesome to make sure that you make them a lot more robust. I think it's fair to the ideas. I think, just making sure that they've got some armor around them before you send them out into the world is the way to make sure that your ideas actually go somewhere. And if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate a like below, hit the subscribe button and the bell next to it so you'll be notified whenever I've got something new up here for you innovators out there. Catch you next time.